Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 3 seed in this playoff, the UL Monroe Warhawks, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Keeping it on the ground here. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Quarterback keeps the football. Breaks loose at the 40. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
This is exactly how this offense envisioned this game getting started, is having opportunities to be able to crease this defense and hit big plays. Now let's see what they can do off of it.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
Tackle made after just a short game.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Brought down to the 46, good enough for a first down.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
Important second down play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Play number 7 on the opening drive, and it's 30 short. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Oh, just a tough way to start this game for this offense. Throwing an interception on their very first drive. Now, see how their own defense will do, but they cannot panic, make a couple adjustments, and get ready next time they get the ball.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. He'll hand it off. He's brought down out at the 46.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Tight end goes in motion. It's a shotgun run call. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
First down, looking to throw the football. Makes a quick catch. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
The shotgun handoff here. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
And the Warhawks with 1st and 10 here. Offense looking to throw the ball. Pressure is coming. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Handoff here from the shotgun. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. And he just throws it away. Incompletion sets up a 3rd and goal from the 2. That's a design quarterback keeper. And tackled there by the defense.
I tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive and you're this close inside the 3-yard line, you've got to come away here with a touchdown.
And they'll try the quarterback sneak. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about that defensive front and the linebackers collapsing down on the football? You would think that the quarterback sneak is a safe call, an easy call to get the yards that you need, but not with that push by that defensive line.
Tackle made after a big gain.
Man, I love these big receivers. This time he's able to use his big frame to almost box out the defender on that slant route. If you've got good timing, and this is hard to stop.
They'll try and run it. Here's the running back.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
That's a solid gain to move the sticks as the first quarter clock winds down. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. 5-yard penalty makes it 1st and 15 now. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Comes the UL Monroe offense back on the field. The last time they had it going, they got stopped on 4th and goal. They got to put that behind them now. Put together something here. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
6-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 4. The Warhawks come up to the line in the hurry up. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen.
This is a deflating play for this defense on 3rd and short. Good coverage. They take away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for is the quarterback. And he uses his legs to pick it up.
He'll hand it off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. Sets the formation. It's 3rd down. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially
breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Snags the quick throw. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, the pass is picked off. Look out, he's got some space. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
UL Monroe offense back out there now. Last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. On the run, he'll let it go. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Chris, that's every quarterback's worst nightmare. A wide open receiver streaking for a touchdown. You could throw a hook shot out there, let him get underneath it, and let him run to the end zone. What a missed opportunity.
So a very makeable third down for the offense with a 29. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Throws it to the right. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looking for the wide out. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
New set of downs for the offense, 1st and 10. And the running back takes the handoff. And that's a solid gain for the defense, able to bring him down.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Catch catch made across the middle by the running back. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. The Yellow Jackets getting set on 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Tight end makes the grab. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
And the Yellow Jackets are in the red zone. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
This offense is clicking. Clearly, everything seems to be working. The coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
He's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
And they'll give it to the back. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Warhawks offense back on the field now. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. The pass rush closing in. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
On 1st down, it's play action. Running out of time in the pocket. He finds his man. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's 1st and goal. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. And midfield. Inside the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And the defense adds 6 with an interception return. And a pick 6. A monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he'd left that one in the end zone. Comes the UL Monroe offense back on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
The gain moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket now. Slides to avoid the big hit. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Looking for his big tight end. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle is finally made, but it's down at the 28-yard line. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. And the Warhawks begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Quick throw to the left. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break, but that ball's not intercepted.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And this pass is on target, caught. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Warhawks. Kicking team on now for the extra point. PAT is good, makes the score 21-7. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. They finally make the stop after a big gain, but that'll wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Yellow Jackets will kick this away to begin the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. UL Monroe offense back out there now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Receiver makes the grab. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he's got it. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
2nd down, looking to throw it. Dunks it down to the back. Caught. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from the first down. On 3rd down, it's a handoff. Tackle, but first down.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment of 3rd down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
The Warhawks offense is on the move now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. It's a short completion of the tight end. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught quickly. And this offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Looking to throw it on first down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Refusing to be brought down before gaining first down yardage.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Here's the second down play. Looking to throw yet again. Launching it downfield. The tight end makes the catch downfield. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. It's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kurt.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Running back grabs it on a screen. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now. And the Warhawks will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Touchdown, UL Monroe. This game is far from over. Now the try here for the extra point. The extra point is good. Down by a touchdown, 21-14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
A quick throw out left, complete. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
On On a wide receiver screen with a corner that tight, you've got to do a good job of blocking him or screening him. Nobody there, and the quick reaction by the corner allows him to make a nice play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Not able to connect, incomplete. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Defense is coming after him. Trying to get the throw off. Oh, that's just a throwaway there on third down. And now a fourth down play coming up. The Yellow Jackets will bring their punt team onto the field. On the return, it's Claiborne. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Here comes the Warhawks offense back on the field now. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments.
The defense coordinator this week, all week, telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Looks to the left, pass caught. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Here's the handoff. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Going to try to use his legs here. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The Warhawks will line up on 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
That's a misfire there, Chris.
This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Getting set. Here's second down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Pass not complete. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Using his legs here. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Down one possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Quick throw, testing the middle. Touchdown, Warhawks. This quarterback on fire today. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front giving him enough time to throw.
He does his job with a PAT, and this ball game is tied here in the fourth quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? First down, looking to throw the football. Makes a quick grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
They get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a first down.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice solid gain.
Sticking with the running game. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be fourth down. And the Yellow Jackets look to convert here on fourth down. Here we go, fourth down. They'll try to run for it. Football comes out. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
Boy, when you're running your quote-unquote 4-minute offense, it's a combination of working the clock and getting productive yards. They were doing that. And then to end it with a fumble just ruins that opportunity. Now you give your opponent a chance to not just get the recovery, but a chance to go down and win the game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. It's a quick grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. And the Warhawks come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Tackle made after a big gain.
That running back picks up a big gain, but I want to give credit to the offensive line. Did a really nice job there up front of being able to communicate, get on the same page, create that crease in the defense, and it made it very easy for the back to pick up the first down and then big yards on the back end.
They'll give it to the running back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness for getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning as we head into the dramatic finish of this game. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. They look to throw it here on second down. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Now it's 3rd and short in the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Finds an open target on the left side. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. On the run here. Lets it go. Finds his man. Has the first down. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal from the 9.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. The kick is blocked. Somebody got a hand on that. And the defense scoops it up. It's a live ball, remember. So 1st and 10, our first play of overtime. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Cannot escape. They've got him. It'll be a short loss, a yard or 2.
It's the free safety who's sneaking up in there and comes up with a nice sack in the backfield.
The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Good job of the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short of the first down marker.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator. And a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the completion made. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm.
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. They strike first in OT.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
So pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game. And looking to throw now on first down. He flips it to the back across the middle. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Chris, I kind of feel like a coach right now because I'm always wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective when as an inside linebacker, all you're ever taught, all you hear about is don't let them cross your face. If they want to go to the outside, it's okay. But inside, no. Can't have that happen, and it cost them.
Send the back in motion. First down, looking to throw the ball. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, that's a classic case of predetermining what to do with the football. You've got this incredibly talented receiver, arguably the best athlete on the field. I get it. You want to get him the football, but throwing into double coverage, that's a no-no and a great way to throw picks.
So a challenging 3rd down play. They need a first down or a touchdown to keep this game going. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. He's got it near the end zone. Defense makes the saving tackle at the 3. So it all comes down to this 4th down and short. If they don't get it, it's game over. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. So it all comes down to this 4th down and short. If they don't get it, it's game over. We go with a direct snap. He's close to the goal line, and the football comes out. Who's got it? The offense will recover, but it's way short of the first down and a turnover on downs.
Wow, that is big-time awareness by his teammate to get on top of that football. As a result, they catch a break and are able to retain possession.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Back in motion now. It's the running back in the flat. And it's a touchdown. They're an extra point away from double OT, or you go for 2 and win it right now.
Well, this is one of the benefits of going second when you get into overtime. Now you know what you're facing. You put a touchdown on the board, you can either send it to another overtime if you kick an extra point, or potentially, hey, let's win the game and go for two right here.
And now for the crucial extra point to tie this up and force a second overtime. Automatic on the PAT. So one overtime, not enough to decide this one. Here comes the first play of double OT. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Catch made on the left side. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
And they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Warhawks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. In for a touchdown to claim the lead in double overtime. And now a two-point try coming up. Just a brilliant game from this quarterback. With a spot in the natty on the line, you need your guy to step up, and this guy has delivered so far today.
You know, it's just everything coming together. The preparation that he put in leading into this game, the offense doing their job of taking care of him, receivers running good routes. Everything right now is clicking for this offense and this quarterback.
So they score the touchdown. Now by rule, they must go for two here in second overtime. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He did not get in. They stopped him, and the lead remains at 6 here in overtime. So pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Running back has it on a screen now. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here, they get some positive yards.
So it all comes down to this 4th down and short. If they don't get it, it's game over. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.